Coming to you straight from New York City. It has been a while. It is good to be back. Learning how to use the computer again. Amazingly, everything still works. Updated Windows. Updated Microsoft Flight Simulator. Updated OBS Studio software.
Skywalker. Do you copy? This is Rogue 2.
Good morning.
Good morning. Seaplanes are not a phase. Good day to you. Been a while. Want to get on the leaderboard? Today's the last day. I know I haven't streamed for the past month and 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I don't know. It was just too much to do it while traveling. My mindset was not in it. I always think I'm gonna do it, but you know, it's easy to do it from where you're set up, but I'm not very good at talking to a small screen, looking at a phone while I'm looking at the computer, and I just have to be settled. Good to see you back. Yeah, good. Thank you. Good to have you drop by. How are you doing? I hope things are all right. It's been a bit of a crazy month. Travel and just what's happening in the world. So it's really good to be back into a place that I have time and space, and I feel comfortable, and I'm really looking forward to jump into some of these new video games, such as Elden Ring. I just got it today. My friend Arthur got it, so we're going to do our best to play that together. Figure out how to summon each other into each other's worlds and play this this frankly seems to be like a straight to the classics list video game. Flight Simulator is still going to be the main focus here, but I do like video game made by Japanese people, such as Hideo Kojima and Ms. Miyazaki guy. I played the original Dark Souls only recently in order to prepare for this. I mean, it's been written up on the New Yorker, been written up in places that don't really usually write about video games. So when something happens to a video game, that it kind of jumps out of the video game world into a sort of the overall art world, I think, where it means that this art form is slowly being more accepted in more places. Eplane says everything's crazy, but the health is good, so there's that. That's good. Yeah, I mean, in my world, people very close to me, their family have health issues and very grave health issues. So yeah, your health, if you're in good health, that is golden. Make the most of it every day. I'm glad there's that. I'm gonna be doing some landing challenge, some landings today. The usual landing rate leaderboard. Today's the first day of spring here in the northern hemisphere of planet Earth. So happy spring. And it's getting lighter and lighter every day. I see buds on the trees, on the tree branches. I hear birds chirping, and it's a time of renewal. So I am always happy to live in a place that you can see that change in nature. And I'm happy to live in a planet that wobbles a little bit so that you can have these changes. Imagine if we lived in a tidally locked planet and one side was like a hellscape pointing at the sun all the time, and the other side was a frozen winter Nordic frozen scape. And maybe at the edge you'd be able to live a little bit more comfortably, but I like the change. I like the change of the seasons. I'm gonna click on fly here. I think let me try the prediction. I think the predictions should be working. Yep, Sim Toolkit Pro. There wasn't an update. I was surprised. Maybe the developer is busy. Everyone, life comes, and you might get busy doing some things. But I'm happy with the way it is. So hopefully that's working. I'm gonna click fly. I'm gonna do some landing challenges just to practice flying again. I played a bit yesterday. It was really nice to just play. I just played without streaming just to test if I remember the buttons on my joystick and how to fly the airplane, and I got a little high, and I played Microsoft Flight Simulator War Thunder, Hollow Knight for the first time. Amazing presentation and sound. I'm gonna be doing some streaming of that. And I also played some DCS and some Fallout 76 even, just because it wasn't the same hard disk. And let me turn the countdown down. Was it going to like 59 now? I probably did something wrong there, but we'll just turn that off and we'll just go over here. So yeah, it felt good to be back in video game land. So did I miss anybody out there? Thanks so much for dropping by. Seaplanes with saying the hello. Let's click fly. Let's try some landings. Currently in the leaderboard, I think we have Wild Craze number 1, Joey Bolo number 2, and the top 3 people will get prizes. Eventually, everyone who gets any winning guess will get a sticker. That's coming. I know I keep saying that, but it is coming now that I'm a little bit more. I will be a little bit more settled for the rest of the year. We are gonna get these new emotes, this merchandise, and all this stuff coming in. Egil Nora number 3. Tied with Future Light, Matt, and Timmy Thumb, one apiece. All right, okay. Here we are. I'll turn the music down a little bit. And where am I supposed to land? Okay, let's see. Track IR is working. Okay, I'm supposed to land over there. It's pretty bumpy. It's a strong wind landing challenge, this one. You can see my plane, my little Cessna, being thrown around by the wind quite a bit. And we're gonna land over there in Sedona Airport. I think it's in New Mexico or Arizona, somewhere in the American Southwest. And this is the airport that you do all your all the Cessna training missions in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I just picked. I wanted to start off the Cessna, what I started playing this game with, and just try this landing challenge. And we're gonna just go down the list of landing challenges and try to get an A in each one. And this will give you a chance to get on the landing rate leaderboard if you want. No need. I'm just going to be talking to myself and to the internet here while I fly these pretty little airplanes. Lots of new airplanes, I'm sure, have come out for Microsoft Flight Simulator since I stopped playing about 5-6 weeks ago. I don't know if there's one in particular. Whoa! Tim! Hey, Timmy Thumb! Coming in of a subscription at tier 1. Thank you so much, Tim. I have to go back and resubscribe to your channel as well. I've been away. How are you, man? Good to... Thanks for dropping by, and thanks so much for that tier 1 sub. 12-month streak, 1 year. Wow. It is, it's crazy how the time has been flying. And it's crazy how this plane is shaking around in this wind. Very, 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 very turbulent right now. I'm just gonna put full flaps. And we're going to get as close to that little blue marker there on those on the runway as possible. Try to get a good grade here, but it's a little difficult to hold the plane steady when it's this much turbulence. Thanks so much, Tim. It's good to be back. Good to see my computer. Ooh, little freeze there, but that's all right. It's good to see my computer still get on the landing leaderboard if you want to do a prediction now. Good to see, but no pressure. Good to see the computer and things still working. I'm always surprised when I start a Windows computer again after a long time and it works. I guess, you know, I'm kind of shell-shocked still from when Windows wasn't as... It's more reliable now, but it's still, you know... I'm still surprised. Alright, first landing of the day. Oh, Tim just missed it, but that's alright. I got the next one. I'm just gonna stop and restart here. Thanks for the 180 prediction, Tim. Oh, got an A on that. Okay. Let's go to different one then. Later today, Elden Ring. I told my friend Arthur, I said, like, look, I'm looking at that game. Looks awesome, but I'm a little bit afraid of getting it because I know I'm gonna get addicted. So I told him, hey, you get it, or like, let's get it and let's play together. I know there's this summoning mechanic that that you can summon another player to your world. I don't think you can play the whole thing from start to finish together, but maybe there's a way to do that, and I'm gonna try. So he got the game, and I got it today. It's installed. This afternoon will be my first venture into the Elden World ring. And written up in the New Yorker, it's people that don't even know anything about computer games are asking me about it. So when that happens, you know it's probably a bit of like an instant classic. Let's try to make this an A in Ecuador. Talked to a friend of mine from Ecuador recently, Mario, over in California, putting light panels on the house that I used to live there. Solar panels, not light panels. Eventually. Apparently only takes 2 or 3 days. And I think that's going to become a much more visible thing in the coming years. Solar panels, hopefully fusion power, more wind. Alright, let's try to get an A on this one. I like the wood paneling on this thing here. So many airplanes, built-in airplanes that I haven't spent much time in. This game is just a veritable air show of airplanes that you can fly in. And yesterday when I was flying, I hadn't played this for over a month. Whoopa! Fog coming in of the sub. Thank you so much, Fog. Let me give a couple of shout-outs here. One to Timmy Thumb, who just subbed of a 12-month streak. And Fog often plays Arma with Futura Light, coming in also of a tier 1 sub for 3 months. Thank you so much, Fog. Good to be back, man. Really good to be back. My landing gear down? Yes, it is. Track IR seems to be working better. They seem to have fixed that thing that you couldn't freeze it. Maybe it was a combination of settings, of my settings in a wrong position. But I really like that you can freeze. Ooh, watch that tree. Whoa. That you can freeze track IR and it keeps looking where you froze it. I'll demonstrate that shortly. Let me just try to put this down quite smoothly here. It was really good to be back in virtual cockpit of an airplane. All right, Tim with a win with a minus 180 feet per minute here. Last day of the landing rate leaderboard. It is the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere, so happy spring to you all. An applause. Let's see if the applause still works. The applause does still work. I still got a B for that. Thanks, Tim. Let me note down your name here. And then instead of updating immediately, I'm gonna update it give me some. I'll update it at the end of the stream. Alright, the landing rate leaderboard. Fog playing Arma 3 and Tim last playing Minecraft. I'm going to play some Valorant this coming week, which is a sort of Minecraft-like game, voxel-based, written in a programming language called Rust, which is very close to the hardware, and it's a bit of a Minecraft clone, but with elements from Breath of the Wild. It's an alpha still, but it seems to have come quite far since the last time I tried it. Very beautiful voxel game, and it is multiplayer, so maybe we're going to be able to meet in that world if you're interested in those types of games. I don't mind building games, but I find that I like to build less and explore more. So we'll see how it goes. Some of these games give you options that you can, explore and then maybe find gold and then purchase things instead of having to craft and build them. Nice to have that option. But we'll see how that goes. Lots of good video games out there. There's this fighting video game, Kung Fu video game. I forget the name right now, but I think it's set in Hong Kong. That's also in my wish list, and it came out while I was away. I would like to get that. But a lot of video games. Limited time. We do what we can, right? These big engines on the side of this King Air. Forget the name of these planes. I don't spend much time in these Beechcraft. Very cool though. Look at the fuel gauges on the left right there. I think I hadn't put the flaps down maybe. I have to put the flaps down to slow down a bit more. Thanks, Tim. Hey, Bats! Come in, America. Come in, America. England calling. Stand by, Bats. This is Hyper. I'm final here. I'll get back to you in 1 second. Over. Oh, turn the music off by mistake. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Flare. Flare. Stop. You need a minus sign before that 73 fog, but you don't need to. I mean, I think it's possible to land with a positive rate. I've never managed to do it, but oh, that was a C. Who won that? Minus, that wasn't very... Oh, Tim got a second one. Okay, so 2 for Tim. All right. How are you, Bats? Good to hear from you, man. This is what we're doing right now. No, you did it correctly, except it's like feet per minute. It's generally negative because you're going down. If you're climbing and you land on something, I think it's possible to get a positive rate on your landing, but it's very rare because you have to be going on a I don't even know if it is possible. I haven't really got that cleared up with with pros like Seabirds and Icebird and people like that. Bats can't complain, sir. How are things your side, sir? Holpo, tickety boo. Everything's are okay, you know. There's yeah, health issues with close members of our family, and you know, the state of the world. It was very sad for me to see everything happening there in Europe while I was away. But personally, I'm doing all right. I'm trying not to, you know, I doom scroll too much of the news. But try it again. Let's try this again. I want to get an A. All right, let's put our flaps down early. I think I keep forgetting to put the flaps down. So yeah, I can't complain too much. I mean, I can always complain, but I'm healthy. There's no nuclear weapons falling so far or here. Zombies haven't started coming out of the ground or out of shopping malls to eat me. So so far so good. I'm probably gonna play Elite tomorrow, maybe even tonight. There you go, Fog. That's good. Thanks for your prediction. Minus 84 feet per minute. Okay, flaps are down now. Sorry to hear that, sir. Sending thoughts and best wishes. Hope the family members improve soon. As for world affairs, worry not, sir. Her Majesty will soon give her order for us to give Peter a bloody good thrashing. The problem with that guy, and thank you, Bats, I appreciate it. Your well wishes. The problem is, I think the people, you know, in Russia need to deal with that, because when you have a big bully with a hand on the button of a nuclear missile, everything gets more complicated. But yeah, you know, power corrupts. You've been in power over 20 years. You're getting older. You're gonna start making some mistakes, and it's a little scary, but it's good to see the world coming together, you know, and saying, hey, you know, complicated time, but I hope you're right. But I have friends in both places, and I hope that things calm down and the violence stops soon. There's a streamer, Rosgood, who raided me before. He does flight simulators, and I think he's still in Ukraine. But it was good to see him come on the air the other day, because he had gone off air for a while. Obviously, it's a very difficult time. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Easy. Ooh. And Fog with the win. Minus 84. That was a pretty smooth landing. An applause for Fog. Still a C. I'm having trouble with this. Let me put Fog here down for a landing rate win. I'll try this one more time. If I can't get better than a C, then we'll move on to a different one, alright? That's alright. Hey, you're the only one guessed. You win. That's fine. And that was pretty close. I was minus 38 feet per minute. You were only minus 84. You're within like 100. That's always good. Yeah, I got a little high yesterday, and I was playing these flight sims, and I just get... They're like photorealistic, like the DCS and Microsoft Flight Simulator. War Thunder looks really good. I was flying the Spitfire a bit in War Thunder yesterday, just by myself with a test flight, not playing against other players. And it's just so amazing for me to... when I stop playing for a while and I come back to it, it just feels... I still feel like this childlike wonder at being able to play these video games with these graphics, this type of sound. The DCS flyby sound in the P-51 is just probably the best I've ever heard of flyby sound of any flight simulator, any video game. And I wish I was streaming when I was playing War Thunder yesterday, because some crazy shit happened during my just test flight. Uh, thanks, Seaplanes. Minus 66. Fog of minus 46. Thank you. I will update the leaderboard moment. I'll take after this landing. I'll take a little break and update the leaderboard so we can see how it's proceeding. All right. Just taking the landing challenges today. I was gonna do Neofly, but since it's the last day of the landing rate leaderboard, because today is the first day of spring here in Northern Hemisphere, I thought I would do a bunch of landings one after another, give a chance for other people to get in here. First prize, a video game on airplane of your choice. I haven't decided yet on the second and third prizes, but there will be good prizes, and I'll do my best to make you happy. So get on it if you like. All right, those big trees there are a little tricky. I want to try to get in as smoothly as possible. I'm not used to flying this airplane, so it's a little bit hard for me to judge where I am in relation to the ground in terms of how high the landing gear is. So I'm missing it. I'm flying it too low and I'm touching down too early. And there is a bit of a fog of a second wind. All right, 2 for Timmy, 2 for Fog. All right, that was a B. Okay. Should I keep trying for an A in this since I managed to get the B? Let me take a break here and update the leaderboard with my my other little computer here. All right, let's see. Close that. Landing rate leaderboard. So Tim, 2 more wins. So 2, 3. That puts him in third place, behind Joey. And Fog coming in here for the first win ever. Awesome. 2 of them. Let me make sure I don't misspell this. Fog is 1. Okay. And that's 2 wins for you. Puts you in 4th place behind Tim. And let's put you on the all-time as well, so I don't forget that. EF. Go there. All right, and Tim got 2 more, so on the all-time, he's gone to 3rd place on 28 all-time score. And now instruct my little computer to deploy that change to my website. Fog. All right. Well, I put in the name as it's written in your handle, so that because I link when you win this and you get when you get a correct guess, the closest to the touchdown velocity, then you get a link to your own stream on that page on the Hypertext Show. Rambo vs. Computers. What happened? Why is it not playing? Hold up. Let me do it manually. Sorry. What the heck? What's that? All right. It worked like that. I don't know why. Let me check why that didn't work initially. Let's see. Set source properties. Rambo versus computers. Visible. All scenes. Then it goes pause. And then it goes. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't. I was surprised that I didn't have to, shoot up my computer or even give it a kick when I updated it after having been away for a while. I was pleasantly surprised. Thanks, Pat. All right. Let me check if the landing rate leaderboard was actually updated. Refresh. Yes, okay, Timmy Thumbs there. There's Fog. All right. So that is working. Good. All right. All right, let's try a different landing challenge now. Epic and famous. Svalbard. Okay, let's try this Iceland one. With that Cessna that looks like it has a big box fronted beneath it. Hey, Ekel Nora. Happy winter, happy time zones. Happy spring. First day of spring here in New York City. And happy time zone to you. Ekel Nora, thanks for dropping by. Today is the last, this stream, probably the last one for the landing rate leaderboard. Gonna get there and get the chance to win some video games, some airplanes. Feel free to join in. I see. Oh yeah, there's a big cruise ship over there. I thought I saw Brick's cruise ship over there. Flaps down. Thanks, Fog. Thanks, Tim. Oh wow. Okay, it's right there. Bunch of work there to prevent those rocks from hitting that town. I'm coming a little high. Let's cut power. Let's grab, throw some left rudder and counter with right aileron. And just do a steep descent here right above this little road. Which leads right to this runway, which is right by a mountain and I don't know if this is a fjord. No, this is in Iceland. A place I've always wanted to drop by and spend some days at because it's on the way to, you know, you fly by it when you fly to Europe all the time. So the airlines used to do these things called, you know, stay a couple of days here and oh, not a very good landing. Echo Nora with the win of minus 250. An applause. Got a B for that. Okay, let me put down Echo Nora here. Already go. I'll go ahead and increment the score. All right. Let's try again. Let's go for an A. My landing smoothness wasn't the best. Hopefully the sound levels are all right. I did a sound test right before. It seemed okay in the sound test. Thanks, Tim. It's a constant thing. Fiddling of the sound for streams. All right. Flaps down. There's the cruise ship I was talking about. Ooh. Quite colorful. Thing kind of looks like an overweight seal, an overweight flying seal. No, it's quite like the belly. beneath it. I think that's for cargo or something. The Grand Caravan. One thing I want to test is whether they fix that thing for the liveries that you can edit them in-game and they update in-game without you having to restart the game. And once that's working again, then we have some things to do, like paint Sheepa's Widgeon and paint some other airplanes. Thanks, Fog. Thanks, Seaplanes. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, this is my first stream in a while. Up for 35 minutes right now. This afternoon, Elden Ring. I haven't played it yet. I bought it and I downloaded it, but I have not played it yet. I'm gonna play it for the first time live on stream. So this afternoon's Elden Ring stream is likely gonna be character creation. If Elden Ring is like a Dark Souls, I imagine it is quite similar. Oh. Bit of a bumpy one. And Tim with a win. It's very windy, this. Whoa! What's happening there? I don't know if my brakes are not working. Brake button is not working. This is gonna be bad. Stand by. Alright, Tim won that one. One more for Tim. Thanks, there it is. I was holding. Oh, maybe I had my mouse. Maybe the focus wasn't on the sim. Is that what happened? Let's see. Oh. All right. You still won, Tim. 4 for Timmy Thumb. $29. Oh, that puts in second place overall in the all-time. There you go. Try one more time. Seaplane says my Twitch likes to add 2 hours to stream uptime. Like when you... For your streams, it tells you 2 hours more? That's weird. Is this something of the command, you think? Or maybe something of all this daylight savings time? And by the way, the US Senate voted to basically not have daylight savings times any longer. So I think the end of this year, I think this is the last one. Or it might be in 2023, I'm not sure. But I think either this coming one in, I think, October, or next year will be the last time it'll change, and then it's just gonna stay with one, and that makes me happy. I like it drives me a little crazy having to change the clocks and having to think about that every once in a while, and because it throws off, you know, your biological clock. For me, it does, at least. Bat says braking system failure, inform passengers to begin exiting the plane via all available windows. Yeah, that was a braking system flare. Hopefully it was because the focus wasn't in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I lost... I mean, I still had control of the plane, though, so I don't think that... Hey, wow, craze! And Seaplane says, no, when I watch streaming, it adds 2 hours to the time under the stream. Odd. Yeah, that's an odd... probably a Twitch bug. How are you, wow, craze? It's good to be back. I'm pretty rusty, but it is really good to be back behind the controls of a simulated flying airplane or car or knight from a Boschian horror game. That wasn't bad. Oh, now the brakes seem to be working. And seaplanes with the win. An applause. Hey, Nanok 907. Good morning to you. Got an A for that. Excellent. So that was seaplanes got that one. Is that right? Yep. All right, let me put seaplanes over here. Thanks for dropping by, Nanok 907. A very good day to you. Good morning. Happy first day of spring if you're in the northern hemisphere, or first day of autumn if you're in the southern hemisphere, I believe. Let me put seaplanes here. Seaplanes in this season, the first win. Overall, the 20th win. Let's deploy. Bat says, I know summer winter time daylight saving time changes that connects the farming community. I don't see us changing anytime soon here in Britain. Copy that. Didn't the EU vote to change it as well? In the EU it ended. And while Chris says, I've been enduring some pain, so I can't sit still long enough to enjoy a proper flight. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I know how that is. Well, not obviously the same exact experience of what you're experiencing, but yeah, pain sucks. Hope we can control it somehow. And Nanok 907 says, no problem, just checking out the stream. I should run landing challenges tonight. They look fun. Have gone around to do the challenges yet. Copy that. Yeah, they are fun. And I particularly like landing on places that it's not an airstrip, but for that I use this thing called NeoFly, where you have missions sometimes to drop a medic where there's been an accident and there's a field you have to land on. And that's what I usually play. But today, since it's the last day of my landing rate leaderboard thing that I run, I'm just doing landing challenges to get one after the other and give more people a chance to get on the leaderboard before I give prizes to the top 3 who will be getting prizes today. Airplane, video games. The first prize will be a video game on airplane of your choice. Up to a certain amount of money. I haven't really decided yet. I'm getting poorer and poorer after traveling and dealing with a bunch of stuff. But, you know, paying bills and things like that, paying taxes. You need to have a society functioning. You need to have like sanitation workers. You need to have, you know, running water, electricity, roads, all that stuff has to get paid for. So, you know, it's good to pay your taxes, even though it really puts a huge hole in your pocket when the time comes. Let's try Donegal, England, with the Beechcraft Bonanza. Well, Chris says, I stopped following what EU is doing when they try to ban curved bananas. Are you serious? They try to ban curved bananas? Man, I had a banana in my home country recently in Brazil, and wow. It just tastes completely different than a banana that you get when you're far away from where it's grown. Lots of different kinds of bananas. These bananas nanicas, which is these tiny little bananas, and they're like a little sweet candy from the gods. And Fox says, maybe the winner should be allowed to get you a plane. I don't know. Who knows? We could do something like that. And Vat says, it's great paying tax and contributing to society. Ask Google. I know, these bloody corporations, or Amazon, for example. Who owns Twitch, of course? You know. I can't believe that years ago, I don't remember when, there was a ruling here in the United States that a corporation is a person. A corporation is not a person. A corporation is a pile of money with no feelings other than making more money, making the pile of money bigger. So, I mean, that's one reason I really like Valve software, Steam. Valve is not a publicly traded company. And that's why they can keep, you know, I don't know if anybody's used the Steam Deck yet. Looks pretty amazing, but it's still controlled by, you know, person with a vision, and I think they treat their employees very well. Where the heck is this? Where the hell am I supposed to land? Up and to the right, I think. Whoa, Bonanza's flying. It's a strong wind here, alright. Landing gears down. It's not, okay. Thanks, Fog. Nanak says, I got stuck to instrument, oh, wait. IFR is instruments, right? Instrument flight. Landing on airport, you can't see to the very last second is fun. Thank you for all your predictions. Yeah, I have to say I haven't done much instrument flying this because I just like the beauty, and I like the small airplanes. I like the bush airplanes like this. This is not really a bush one, but I like the really small ones like the Cub, the Cessna, the BN2 Islander. I like flying low near where the scenery is, and I like to land in very short airstrips. But I completely understand you know, there's people who like the long hauls, the jetliners, IFR. Eventually, I'll probably do some IFR. But for me, flight, the beauty of flight is a huge part of what makes me delighted to do it, whether in real life or simulators. It's just very beautiful to be able to soar and see the Earth from the perspective of a bird. Oh, getting pretty low here. A strong wind coming from the right side of the plane. Let's throw a little bit of right rudder here. Let's compensate of left rudder and come to the right aileron. Let's try to get on the center line here. And there's a lot of turbulence. Oh, managed to get it down. Tim with another win. It was a hard landing, but I had to get it down. So I would have overshot the spot. B, not bad. An applause for Tim. Let's put Tim there. Tim is tied of Joey for second place now. Tied of Joey Bolo for second place. And that's his 30th win all time. Computer, deploy a change to the landing rig leaderboard, over. Nanak says, yes, sir. I use the small airplanes for IFR landings. I like to fly anything with propeller. Same here. Those are my favorite planes, the prop ones. And Walker says, I avoid them still encountering the bug where it doesn't detect correct attitude, the IFR. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about those bugs because I rarely fly IFR. Instrument flight rules, that's what it stands for, right? And Equinox says, I almost did instrument flight rules on Friday, but in a fighter jet. Whoa. Is that in DCS? Or in that VR one? Alright, Tim, I think has been updated. The landing rate. Yeah, there you go. Tim tied for Joey Bowler for second place. And Walker says, I'll pretend, but I fly VFR just to avoid getting... Any of you ever tried the, like, you know, VAT sim and the ones where you talk to real people? I'm gonna do that eventually, and for that I'll probably get yelled at a lot, but we'll see. Dante! Man, I'm here again after a long time. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Almost 6 weeks, I think. I couldn't stream during the trip. My brain wasn't in it with everything that was happening in the world, and me not being, you know, in my safe space here as well. Dealing with bureaucracy, dealing with traveling, family, you know. And Nanak says, long hauls and anything larger than the Twin Otter is boring in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the long hauls. Although there's this one streamer, I forget his name right now. I have him on my my channels list. Let's try this one more time. And this guy, try to get a name in this. This guy Here, let me read the rest of the messages, and I'll tell you about this streamer who does long hauls. And I enjoy his, but it's not because of watching the play, it's because of hearing what the heck he says. I'll tell you about it. And Equinox says DCS. Oh, you got the Viper? Oh man, that's on my list. You know, and Tim Pickle wants me to get that so bad, and it's my first love in flight simulators because my first flight sim ever was Spectrum Holobyte Falcon. So I am gonna get the DCS eventually. I'm doing all right, Dante. Thank you. Copy that, Fog. Thanks so much for the sub. You're doing a Star Wars Arma op. Oh, cool. You playing that Star Wars mod? All right. Yeah, I'll try. Awesome. I want to see that. Thank you so much for the sub and for your support, Fog. I'll try to drop by and see the Star Wars Arma op. That's always interesting. Hello, Tim. Becky says, setting radio frequency airport TACAN ILS, looking at my compass and head indicator, but it was far too cloudy. And I mistook another airstrip for mine 2 times because I looked outside. That's really common. You know, like Harrison Ford landed on Charlie. He landed on a fucking, excuse my language, he landed on the taxiway in a real airplane some years ago. I forget where, somewhere in California, I think. And hello, Tim. Probably I missed many of your lives because often Twitch never notifies me. Yeah, I think Twitch has some bugs like that. I have a friend of mine that says that Twitch never sends me notifications anymore. I don't know what to do about it. I said maybe unfollow and refollow and reset it or something. But yeah, I haven't streamed Dante. This is my first stream in like probably a month, at least a month. Yeah, you can also hear, you can listen into the. And he's like, oh, I'm the doofus who landed on Charlie or something. It's an event, you know, there was a plane, there was an airliner there. And those airlines, like, lined up to, before, on the threshold of the runway, and he flew right above it. And those airlines have these, I don't know, 20, 30 feet high tails. So he wasn't very far from hitting the tail of that thing, you know. Shit happens. Mistakes happen. I think I remember IFR in Falcon 4.0. I think I did IFR in the F-16 landing in Seoul or something in South Korea. Take a little break after this one because water closet. Look at that wind. Look at those white caps down there. Very pretty. Looks photorealistic, this. Very friendly looking airplane, this Beechcraft Bonanza! Thanks, Wild Craze. Good to be back, Tim. You guys playing with Futura a lot? Hope to catch you guys and play together at some point. We're still doing Tuesdays. Arma Anti-Stasi. We're looking at doing something, changing the map, but we're currently in Tanoa. It's going pretty well. We did really good. I played without streaming with my friends the other day, Grant and Arthur. It was really good. Just good to be back playing video games, really. Nice, Andy's gotten to DCS. That's good. Yeah, I have to get that F-16. In the meantime, I can just fly around with the F-4 or my P-51. I'm gonna try to crab her in at the last second. Runway 21 here. I think we're in Ireland. Very windy. Here, crab her in now. Oh! Oh, I didn't deploy the landing gear! Man, Nanook. That was a crash. I feel bad though. Should I? What do you guys think? Should I give Nanook this? Because that's what the warning was. Should I give Nanook this? What does the stream think? Should I give him a point for this? I mean, it was my mistake, you know. it's still on the ground, right? I don't think the plane would have blown up. I think that given our touchdown was pretty smooth. I think that if this had actually had a damage model like IL-2 or DCS, we'd see our little Beechcraft Bonanza careening down the the asphalt with like a bunch of sparks out the back and bent propeller in front, but I think we'll be able to walk out. So I'm gonna give Nanook a win. Okay, I'm gonna make a decision here. I'm gonna put Nanook. This is a brand new visitor here to the stream. I'll give you Nanook 907 a point. Right after Matt there. And let me put it. Let me not forget to put it in the all-time as well. Thank you, Nanook, and applause. I was wondering why the beep. I thought the beeping was like a stall, but I was talking, so I wasn't paying attention. Yep, you got yourself a point and a link. Let me give you a shout out. You stream? Do you stream? I'm not sure. Yes, last playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. All right. All right, let's try one more time. Then I'm gonna take a little break here. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, so those of you or everybody, I'm gonna be doing this for a while, but start thinking about what video game you would like or airplane you would like if you are a winner in the top 3. Thanks, Seaplanes. Okay, let's put the landing gear down, okay? There you go. Very quick release, this landing gear. If this airplane was a bird, I think it would be a nice little sparrow. Nice friendly sparrow. Call of Duty and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Cool. When you get tired of shooting, you fly a bit. You're trying flying, you want to blow something up, and you go and shoot something. I'm the same way. I'm going to be swinging swords this afternoon for the first time in the world of Elden Ring. Backstory of that game written by the author of the Game of Thrones book. No, fairly famous guy, I think George R.R. Martin. I think I haven't actually ever watched Game of Thrones or read the book. I have friends that rave about both the book and the TV series. At some point, maybe. Don't forget the negative before that 210 Echo Nora. Unless I'm gonna, go on an elevator and gravity's gonna change here. Yeah, I got it today. I got Elden Ring today. I want to play with my friend Arthur. I think we can play together. There's these weird, summoning mechanics to get to someone to play with you. But he's already got to this spot that he has a summoning thing. So then I'm gonna create my character. Probably do the tutorial, try it for the first time, and then eventually in the next stream probably play with him. Maybe even today. We'll see how things are going, what his schedule is, how things go. Fine. Oh, a bit of a bump. And Ego Nora wins with -210. Excellent. An applause. Three. 4 overall. Side of Elias speaks. Friend from Jamaica on the overall leaderboard. I'm going to take a little break. And then we'll continue. I have to put some socks on too because, yeah, there is a window open here. It's really weird, very variable, the weather here in New York. I mean, it is spring, And I'll be back in 3 minutes or so. And then we'll continue this. I want to get an A in this one. It's a tricky one, but I'll be right back. Thanks for being here, people. It looked like a very shallow glide path, -2. Yeah, I think what happened is like right at the end, I saw that I was floating a bit, and I wanted to hit that square, so I just dropped it, and then I dropped it too hard, so that's why it went. But you know, one thing sounds good. Sounds good. Perfect. Yeah, one thing I often do is I'm using Sim Toolkit Pro to measure the landing rate. Often I have NeoFly running as well, which also measures the landing rate. And sometimes one says one thing and the other one says a different thing. Don't ask me, you know, I don't know why, but I'm just going by what the computer tells me is happening. All right, I'll be right back. Let me put this there. All right. Flying toasters disabled. Back shortly disabled. And here we go. Let's try to get an A for this. I forget the name of the place already. Very windy. I think it's an island off Ireland or something. Echo India Delta Lima. Here we go. Landing gear down. Thank you, seaplanes. Stand up a little bit. A flying Christmas tree, that's nice. I'm about to finish this book by this guy called Bregman. He's a Dutch guy. He wrote this book called Humankind. In his hypothesis is that humans are, there's the bad apples here and there, but generally humans are kind. It's a very nice book. I mean, I think the editor needed to cut out a bit more because it's pretty long and I thought some chapters are better than others, but overall, very nice book. And there's a story about how in Colombia, with the armed civil war there of these guerrillas that would go into the jungle, and then attack the government forces, and the government the atrocities committed on both sides, and so I think it was the president, he hired this advertising agency to try to convince the guerrillas to stop fighting and to try to stop the violence, stop the war. And one of the things they did is they installed a bunch of Christmas trees in the jungle with lights and messages saying "come home," and it was pretty successful apparently. Odd story, but when people fight, and like it's happening now in the world, is all these horrible things happening, tragedy, it's very easy to say those people are bad, kill them all, but I think it's important to always remember that there's human beings on both sides, and you have to try to de-escalate somehow, even when the whole damn thing is caused by one greedy bully. You'll have to try to find a way to de-escalate, and it can be very difficult, but very important, I think. Just to go on some run. All right, we got an A. One Ubas. We got a A. Oh, right behind Icebird for all. I haven't seen Icebird for a while. I should send him a message, see how he's doing. Been a while. And there's two Icebird for all, and I think Icebird had some issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator. I forgot what it was, but he lost it and then he bought it and he couldn't. It was like a bit of a mess. I don't remember what the heck happened, but maybe that's why we're seeing two different Icebirds there. Looks exactly the same. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not competing with my friends. I'm happy I got the A. And who won? Wild Craze won. An applause for Wild Craze. Number one, both overall time score and in this winter 2022, last day of which is today, landing rate leaderboard. Event here, Hypertext Hero. What time is it? 12:11. All right, let's see what else do we have. Let's go to Denmark and a little jet. I rarely fly jets. Let's take the Cessna Citation Charlie Juliet 4 and land in this single 6,568 foot long runway, which lies just a few hundred yards from crashing surf on its south edge, with low flat fields and swaths of trees just inland of it. All right. Give it a shot. Thanks, Tim. All right, now we're in a jet. Landing gear is down. Make sure the flaps are down. That thing there is in the F-16 too, and F-18. Oops, sorry about that. Getting my track IR lined up here. Jets feel really smooth after you're used to flying propeller airplanes for a while. Thank you, seaplanes. With the sun setting right behind and to the left of the runway there. Or rising, perhaps. I forget if this is early morning or what direction am I flying towards. I'm flying towards well, let's pay attention to the landing. Ooh. Shallow glide slope here. Give me more power so I don't smash into these little lights. And now I went too high and now we're gonna come in too hard. Tim with another win. Tim on a roll today. I'll probably go a C. Achievement unlocked SIDS and stars. Not sure what achievement that is, but got a B for that. All right, let's give it one more shot. And Tim with one more, that puts him in second place. Right above Joey. And second place overall. Both Wild Crazy and Timmy Thumb, second place in this winter 2022 season and overall. Here, the landing rate event. I'll try this one more time. Try to get an A. It's 5:35 p.m. UTC in this airfield, so it is at the end of the day we're landing. Very pretty light. When that's green, then you're doing good in terms of the glide slope. But I'm just... Whoa! Thank you for doing helicopter, Nora. I want to make that play the whole Airwolf theme, but then I wonder if I'll get in trouble with the whole DMCA stuff. One of my favorite TV shows as a kid, Airwolf. I keep adding more of these videos. There's more coming always, but there's a few others that haven't been... And hello, Elias. How are you, man?
Commander Skywalker, do you copy? This is Rogue 2.
Good morning. Nice of you guys to drop by.
Nice of you to drop by, Elias. How are things in Jamaica, man? Good to be back. I flew not on my flight back to New York City. I was not far from you, huh? Oh, just missed that. I flew to the east of Jamaica because it was a Rio to New York flight. And I thought, I was like, man, Elias is not far from here over there to the west. I never flown that route before. Wildcrow's with the win. Cementing his lead here. 10. And 65 overall. Doing good so far. I'm doing alright, man. I'm not too bad. And Walker says, almost if nobody can afford using helicopters in TV show. I know. There's not a lot of helicopters. I'm just gonna stick with the B in this one. Let's try a different one. There's not a lot of there's no TV shows that's based around a machine anymore, right? Was that just an 80s thing? Or maybe there is and I just don't know about it. Shell Harbour, Australia. Let's try that. Regional airport located just inland of Lake Illawarra in eastern New South Wales, Australia. It is roughly 50 miles from south-southwest of Sydney, and 100 miles northeast of national capital Canberra. The two-runway airport lies within a beautiful setting of distant mountains, patchworks of suburban architecture, and the large Lake Illawarra. Landing on runway 16 is straightforward and presents only moderate challenges, while offering stunning views of the region. All right, and we're gonna take the Dahar TBM 930 for this. They want me to be about 85 knots on that final glide path there. There's a strong crosswind coming from the west there, 245, 8 knots. So that crosswind's probably that's what usually gives us trouble, right? I have to twist my stick here since I don't have rudder pedals. Just doing an external check to see if the gear's down. It is. Where is the airfield? There it is. Assume that's it. Yeah. Having trouble. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Having trouble seeing it. Thank you, Seaplanes and Wild Craze. Or more guesses here. I have these little backup attitude indicator and speed and altitude there. Barometric pressure as well indicated. Coming in pretty high. This is a turbo propeller spinning out in the front of this airplane, pulling us into the air. Very sleek looking machine, this. Dahar TBM 930. I did one of my most daring landings of this airplane because this airplane can fly above 30,000 feet and has propeller, and you know, so this was my choice to land on Mount Everest once here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. It took me like 3 hours, but I managed in the end, somehow. Not sure how realistic that is, but it worked. I have a clip of it somewhere. Yeah, very pretty lighting here. I have a feeling my trim tab is not working so well, or maybe it's just my imagination. Hey, Mort! Thank you. How are you, man? Good to be back. I must say I will be gone again for 10 more days because I have to go to Michigan. See Amber's family. But I'll be back afterwards and then I'll be pretty settled for a while. Yeah, that crosswind was pretty hard. It pushed me to the right side of the runway there. And Wildcrest with another win, cementing his lead here. Got a B for that. Wildcrest is really good at the predictions. And one of my most regular guests here at the stream. Thanks so much, Wildcrest. Michigan, I should have been traveling to where? Wisconsin? Oh man, that'll be right across the lake. Then we could meet. Oh, thanks, Ekio. Hydrate. Glad you're well, Mort. Love, Newton. Hello. Nice, nice handle. Hello to you. W Sharp, shall we be my rapper name for the rest of the week? That sounds good, W Sharp. I'm doing alright, Love, Newton. I haven't streamed for like 5-6 weeks. This is my first one since I'm back, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not used to talking so much. I didn't do a lot of talking, so my voice is a little raspy, but I'll survive. Did I increment Wild Craziest thing? I did, right? Now it's 11 and 66. Yeah. Thank you, Elias. There's a stretch. And Love Common Newton says, I've found you from a YouTube video like 3 weeks ago. Cool. You found it came in through YouTube. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Are you a streamer as well? If so, let me give you a shout out. I'll give you a shout out right now. Welcome, Love, Newton. Okay, I think I had followed you before. I forget sometimes. Whoa, and here I go. We went to the same school? Were you the person that commented on the Tunisia video, maybe? Landing in Tunisia? I know that I've had some people come, because I often in this video game, I like landing in places I lived, or then I talk a little bit about, oh, I went to school there, or this or that. And then I've had people come and say, man, I went to that, I lived there too. And that's the cool thing about this video game that is based, on our planet, and you can basically fly anywhere in the world. I think it's just phenomenal, this. Oh, in Brazil, São Paulo? Which one, Graded or St. Paul's? For me, it was a long time ago. The American school or the British school? St. Paul's, awesome. All right. Yeah, I went 8 years to that school. I can't believe it. I have to admit, I wasn't a big fan of St. Paul's because, I don't know, at the time I was there, it was very strict. You had to wear the uniforms and stuff, and I'm basically an authoritarian's bad day, so I got into a lot of trouble in that school, and I didn't, it wasn't a place I liked to go to. Although I made many good friends and I had good experiences too, but it's not the school I would choose if I was doing it again. 15 years, damn. I went for like 8. Man, I was there like in the late 80s to early 90s. The mid 80s to early 90s. So a while back. Oh, a little hard there. Wildcard's another win, minus 153. Big plane over there. An applause. The Jumbo, Queen of the Skies. Wildcard's taking off here. Start thinking about what game or airplane you want, man. Oh, that's good. Later got less strict. Yeah, I mean, what happened to me in going to St. Paul's, and then it was like, there was a lot of students, I forget how many, like 1,000 or more the time I was there. And very strict, and this British boarding school style thing. And Saturday detentions and God. So I went from that to a school that had 160 people. You didn't have to wear a uniform. The teachers were like your friends. They weren't this authoritarian figures. And boom, I started loving school, and I learned much more. Confidence shot up when I went to Tunisia, the American Overseas School of Tunis. That was a B again. Should I try this one more time? Let's stick with the B for now. Let's try a different one. Nice, Mort. And thanks for the lurk, Elias. That's cool, Mort. I've been thinking about a Steam Deck. Well, not anytime soon, but eventually. Yeah, man, we used to get into so much trouble. Me and like 2 or 3 other kids. Let's try this. Let's try the Queen of the Sky in Sweden. 747 Intercontinental. Never flown it. Let's give it a shot. After flying your base leg for just under 3 nautical miles, turn right and keep your glide slope until you connect with the 10,786 foot long runway. All right. Stockholm. In the later years at lower upper 6, the teachers started being much more friendly. Oh, my pleasure. Love Newton. That's cool, man. Yeah, I wasn't there until the end. I was like junior 4 or something. I forget. But I remember the headmaster to say it's mandatory and compulsory that the Middlesex ethos remains in a constant attitude range. What the heck are you saying, And I had good times too. I used to like buying the alfajores and the little, I was young and stupid, so I used to drink lots of Coca-Cola. And I mean, alfajores I have to eat. I'm sorry, but they're really good. Soda pops will wreck your teeth. And what did I say? Turn left, right. Look at that, 747. First time in the cockpit of a 747. There you go. I think that's the runway. Is it that one or is it the left one? I'm not sure. There was a bar at the corner of the school that we used to go and hide from the teachers that were looking for us sometimes. Is it this runway or I think it's the one on the left, right? Now I don't remember. Is the landing gear down? Yes. Boeing 747. The cockpit looks pretty sparse for a big jet, for a 747, actually, for a big jetliner. The track IR is acting a little weird. I don't know. That was a long time ago. I don't remember a gym. Oh yeah, no. Of course, I do. The gym of the school. Yes, the one behind the gym. On the corner of the street. I forget the name of the main street that the St. Paul's Road. I think this is the wrong spot, but we're gonna go for this one anyway, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, Seki. Still confused about which runway it was. We'll go for the left one and see. Fly the ILS. Where is the ILS? I don't know how to fly these big things, Mort. Oh, I think I am on the. I think it's this magenta lines, right? I think I'm in the glide scope. If that's the case. I used to learn how to fly ILS with the F-16 and Falcon. Pink lines on the horizon. Copy that. So yeah, I think I'm pretty lined up here. I'm just aiming for that blue box. Whoa. Oh man, this thing starts. This is tricky. Oh man, I'm losing it. This is tricky. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna go around for... Oh shit, here we go. That was a crash. Anyways, have to see. I'm gonna have to look. Sort some stuff out. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Love Common Newton. Let's talk about St. Paul's at some point. Thanks for dropping by. They moved where that gym was in 2012, actually. They built underground gym and the old gym became a science and art building. Oh, that's cool. I remember my favorite gym teacher was Santos. Fabio was okay, but Santos was awesome. I don't know if he was there when you were there. Man, that was a lot of momentum. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to give you that because I crashed. I'm gonna... That was scary. I have to really hold it very carefully. I'm sorry. Runway elevation, runway is okay. It was the right runway though, I believe. I am having trouble with track IR. Being able to see over this. What's that? Is that sound coming from the video game or? What's that sound? Overspeed warning. Okay. Like I'm going too fast for the landing gear? Is that what's going on? There. Yeah, that was scary because you know, I was trying to slow down and the plane, I felt it stalling, and then yeah, the momentum, like mortising, really the ailerons felt really heavy, and I felt like, yeah, I mean, if I wasn't trying to do the landing rate, I would have just tried to go around. I probably should have just gone around, but scary. Thank you, Konora. Try to trim our more nose up here. I'm trying to stand on my tiptoes in order to be able to see better out of this. There. To use much more rudder, I think. Give more speed now. I landed here before in real life in Stockholm. I was on a connecting flight to Rome, and I saw a cutout of ABBA, life-size cardboard cutout of the band ABBA, the 4 members of the band ABBA, in the terminal. I think I took a photo. I have a lot of friends from Sweden. Right before the pandemic, I was supposed to go visit one, but then the pandemic hit, everything got canceled. Hello to Admiral Murzabekov. Hello to Frederick, Christine, Jasper. Oh shit! And there goes a tree. God, I can't land this thing. Sorry, Wild Craze. I think I hit a tree. Okay, I have to be 140 knots around there. Round one more time. Tricky. These big planes are tricky. This is my first time ever going in the cockpit of the 747. The Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right on the first time and we're landing. Are the flaps down? Let's take a look. Oh, there's the overspeed warning. Let's raise our raise our nose. Look how cool! Look at those landing gears. That the angle there. Very cool graphics here. Screenshots. Thanks, Mort. 3 against 1 is unfair. Yeah, that I thought I don't know. It's this tree hitbox can be a little. I think I was coming in a bit too low, but sometimes they're surprising for me. Probably hit the wheel. Trees are made of unbrachium. Doctor Who's nemesis. I never actually watched Doctor Who. Did he have a scarf? The guy had a scarf? Or was that a different show? Because once I was in the subway in New York and I was wearing my scarf and I was like, it has a 2 or 3 collars on it, and someone told me, oh, I love your Doctor Who's, or I think it was said Doctor Who scarf. And I was like, oh, thanks. I never watched Doctor Who. But Mark Bolan's last ever hit. Yeah, much beloved show. I saw Equinora posted something about there's a Harry Potter game coming out, some open world thing. This is looking better. ILS, we're right on the cross, right on the line. Let's just try to keep her gliding in here, trimmed out. Now I'm going to try to control the height of the throttle as you're supposed to do in these situations, instead of pulling back and forth on the stick like crazy. His last hit was a tree in his girlfriend's Mini. I don't know who that is, but a musician or someone from Doctor Who. 300. Looking better. It's looking like I'm actually be able to land it this time. But yeah, those trees at the edge, they're a little bit an issue. Oh, already touched down? God, it's so high off the ground, this. And Wild Craze wins. Damn. Equinora just missed it. Congratulations to Wild Craze. So high off the ground, this thing. Wow. See. I'll try one more time now that I know the height. That I know it's quite. For next time, Tehepedlo. Try this one more time. Let me give Wild Craze one more point here. Do you mean like a different? You want a different landing place? Oh, Tehepelo? Is it under famous? Is that what you're saying, or am I misunderstanding? Let's see. There's a Rio de Janeiro. Tehepelo. Oh, the emote. Sorry. All right. Yeah, who is Tehepelo? Who is this? Oh, it's a global emote. Is it like a famous manga character or something? Try this. That. No worries. Aogashima. I would love to go to Japan, spend some time there at some point. I actually got myself a new t-shirt while I was in Brazil, and it's a cool like close-up of an eye drawn in manga style. I'm not sure about if it's from a show or a famous manga cartoon or what, but it's really cool. I don't usually have white t-shirts, but this one is white. I'll show it to you at a different stream at some point. I think it's gonna be to the right there somewhere. Is that it? Why can't? Trouble seeing it. Yeah, I want to visit Japan and eat a bunch of noodles and just take a lot of photographs. I have a friend from Sweden who lived there for a while. He's married to a Japanese Australian girl. They had a kid and they live right near Tokyo there. And I have another friend, is the Japanese James Dean Koji. He lives there. There's Ryoko, who was in my class when I was a kid. There's yeah, I have a few friends in Japan, so one day I'm gonna want to go there and spend some time there. Agoashima is a volcanic island south of Tokyo. Cool. Can't see this airstrip. Trouble finding it. Is that it? Peeled bananas wrapped in plastic and laugh at it. They have a lot of strange things in Japan, I'm sure. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Shit. Right. Let's turn around one more time. You know, I want to go see the place where all of my favorite most of my favorite video games were created. From Super Mario 3 to Metal Gear Solid 5, and now I suspect perhaps Elden Ring will get into that. I always want to play it for myself before I really judge it. I haven't watched anyone play it. I read a couple of reviews, one in the New Yorker and the Rock Paper Shotgun one, but I want to make my own decision. But it does seem to have pretty universal praise. Come on. God, I'm having trouble with the track IR to see out front here. I think this is the right runway. Oh, big bump. Oh. Oh, terrible landing and more to the wind. Oh, did not land? Oh, come on, but it was a different way. I'll give you the win, more. That, I guess it was that runway. That's my bad. But I'll give you the. That didn't blow up. All right. How long do I have then?
Accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence, until finally the poor bastard is reduced to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
Nora, the first person ever to redeem Quivering wasted piece of jelly. Thank you, Ekonora the Faucet. That's from this film called Airplane, which is a classic. If you like airplanes and you like a very slapstick comedy. Let's try this one more time. Let me try to pay attention to the breathing. Okay, there's a 9. Oh, click start already? Jeez. So wait. I'm really confused by this. Okay, the airfield is there. I think I have to go to the runway that will be pointing east instead of the one that was pointing northeast. I think that was what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, it wasn't a crash, so I gave Mort that point. Actually, let me pause it 1 second. Because I almost forgot I have to increment the alt time. I do this stuff manually. So it's easy to forget something. There. Tricky to see this airfield because it's so many trees here. There, it's there. Okay. I may do one more landing rate thing later, but likely not. This will probably be the last one. So these next 2 or 3 that I'm gonna do now. Thanks, Mort, but don't forget to the negative before the ones. There you go. What the fuck did it? Wait, hold up. Did SimToolkit Pro break? Oh, here you go. Weird. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what's if the bot is getting tired or what's going on. Thanks, Chris. So you're not coming to the States anymore at all right now, Mort? So I'm going to Michigan the 31st. If you'd be nearby there. I mean, I'm going to be busy, you know, but who knows? I don't know about coming to England in April because there's a lot of moving pieces now. Likely not. Likely I won't be able to this year. Unfortunately. Hard landing again. And Ekonora won this one. All right. Very hard landing. The mechanic of this airplane wouldn't be very happy with me. You got a B still.
Accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence, until finally the poor bastard is reduced to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
I wanted to guess 900 at first. I'll try one more time. Try to get the A. Let's try to get the A for this landing. I think it's gonna be 3 p.m. that I'm gonna play Elden Ring today, not 2, but we'll see. Not, wait, did I say 2 or 3 now on my schedule? I don't remember now. But that's coming after lunch. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Ekonora. Thank you so much. I miss streaming. I miss playing video games. I miss being in a safe space. And it's really good to be back. I was a little you know, I get a little nervous if I haven't done it because, you know, you are basically talking to the whole essentially internet there. So it's always a little nerve-wracking, but it's always good once I get over my my stage fright, and it always feels good. Thanks so much, Mort. I appreciate that very much. Looking forward to flying with you all in IL2 or DCS or Elite or Microsoft Flight Simulator, or whatever you're playing. If you have any new games that you recommend, please let me know. Anybody tried a Tiny Combat Arena yet? That was on my wish list. Thanks, Wild Craze. Prediction of -123. I'm gonna try to get an A for this one. We have to get our liveries repainted. When there's an update, I always like... I don't know if they updated also the livery or the texturing of the airplane, so when there are updates, I like to get my Photoshop layered file and get the new texture that from the update and reapply it, just in case there's been some updates. I haven't done that yet. I haven't installed any of my third-party planes like the BM2 or the Spitfire or the biplane. I forget the name right now. But all that is gonna come with time. Looks very early access. You're talking about Tiny Comet Arena, right? I did play the Brute Barons demo, game about flying a seaplane and building a harbor barrel. That sounds cool. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that was much better. Mort with the win. It was still a pretty hard landing, but I felt like it was more on target. B, all right. Did I put Mort up here? Now I'm confused. This is Mort's second win, right? I'm a little confused now, so let me just put Mort up here. I think I made a mistake. I think it's Mort's second win today. Amy, Portuguese, to remember what letter goes after the other one, and all right. I think that'll be correct now. I hope I didn't screw something up. All right, people, I'm gonna have to give it a call this stream soon because, well, now really, because it's lunchtime here. But I'm not gonna call this the end yet. I might give you one more chance later today or tomorrow. Because I thought it was the 21st, the equinox. I always think it's the 21st. Today's the 20th, but maybe I'll make it the 21st. Give it one more landing rate thing tomorrow. Thank you so much for dropping by, Mort, Ekiel Nora. Thank you for playing here, participating. Wild Craze. Everyone else has dropped by here. Spent some time. Seaplanes was here earlier. And I hope you're having had a good weekend and you're gonna have a good week. I'm gonna be, yeah, seaplane over there. I'm gonna be back after lunch with Elden Ring. First, I haven't even fired it up yet. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. And it is good to be back. Thanks again so much. If you have a suggestion for someone to raid, let me know. We'll go give them a raid right now. In the meantime, I'll just take a look at who else is playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'll drop by and say hi. Oh, you haven't seen the beginning yet? All right, cool. Well, yep. Character creation. I'm gonna be. I haven't even literally have not. I installed it on Steam. I haven't fired it up yet. I'm gonna do it all live. We'll see what happens. Professor Woolen. I think we've rated Professor Woolen before. Jarrell. Trinidad. I don't. Maybe have I flown? Have I seen this guy? To find out if you're one of those people who spent 3 hours in character creator, I may be, you know. But I'm gonna talk to my friend Arthur because I want to be playing with him most of the time this, if possible, or at least half the time. And I know that it's a weird summoning mechanic. It's not like you can play it from beginning to end all together. I think, I don't know. I've never played with someone else any of the Dark Souls or this, so. We'll see. All right, let's give this. What is this? Maybe not. Let's try a different one. 3 hours isn't enough for the character creation? Future's playing. Oh, let's go say Future. Let's say hi to Future, right? All right. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Let's see what happens later. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Rating Futura now. Peace out, people.
Yeah, BO.
So that number is always your distance. At the moment, it's
Yo, Text, you're back! You're back. Welcome on in, Text. Welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you for the shout out there, Canary. Welcome on in, Hypertext Hero. Hope you're doing good. Oh, MSFS. How was MSFS, Text? Hope it was fun. Lots of good scenery, I hope. Welcome, Hypertext Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please check out Hypertext Hero. Amazing streamer. Really good vibes. Really chill vibes. And don't stick around if he had his chips. Just kidding. Welcome on in, Text. Boa tarde. Yeah, I'm stressed out now.